even to the extent of me having a little bit difficult time with his distance, just figuring it out and him popping me with a few jabs. But eventually I was able to get inside and really take a hold of my power and that banging range, which I love.
That uppercut was landing for you pretty heavily. Was there something in his stand-up you saw an opening for that?
No, it was all just playing it by ear. I literally have not watched one single second of tape for this fight. It was just me seeing his previous fights and knowing that as me, I could beat him. And I just went in there and played it by ear. And that's what I was seeing while I was in there.
Did you take more damage from Miguel or from Herb Dean at the end?
I think Miguel. He popped me a few times. My eyes a little swollen here.
Good fight, man.
Thank you.
So who's next, man? You got your eyes on anybody in particular?
Anyone who brings it. I like people who bring it and have exciting fights. Anyone who comes to finish fights. That's what I'm looking for. I don't like people who ride out fights. That's not what I'm about. And I like to show the crowd good fights, and I like bonuses. And I like to opponents that will help me get to that goal.
Ben Rothwell just had a pretty nice knockout. You want to state your case for the knockout of the night?
Whatever the fans like. I think mine was pretty good. But we'll just have to wait and see.
Michael, he ducked into the uppercut. Obviously, it was well thrown, but he ducked into it. When it landed hard, did you know the end was right around the corner?
No, I didn't know it until he hit the ground. When I hit him and I saw him start to drop, I was like, oh my gosh, did I really hit him right? Like, did I even get him hard? And then as soon as I saw his head whip back, that's when I knew I got him. And I just swarmed on him and praise God, I got it.
Brad Pickett seems like a good opponent maybe moving forward. He looked good in his last fight. Would you like that fight?
Oh, of course. He's a finisher. He's a full-round martial artist, and anyone who fights like he does, me, Miguel, anyone like that, that's what I'm looking for.
Michael, you said that you're going to leave it up to the UFC to push you when you get into the title race, things like that. But Miguel Torres is a very big name, former champion. I mean, now that you've got a big knockout, first-round knockout, I mean, how do you feel like this stacks you up in that division?
I feel like it stacks me up on the public eyes pretty good. I really don't know where it'll put me on the rankings or what my next move will be or where the UFC will have me go next. But I think that's enough to get some public recognition. I don't know where it'll take me though.
You're 21. If you get the bonus money, what are you going to buy?
House. that's the next thing because I just did taxes and they ripped me to pieces because I didn't have a house. So that's the next thing.
Yeah.
You were ultra confident going in at the media workouts, and then also at the weigh-ins, he's getting all serious, and you're just smiling. Can you talk about that?
This sport is one of the crappiest jobs you can ever have unless you're having fun. And I really like to try to have fun as much as you can. In the midst of someone punching you in the face for money, it's you have to find some enjoyment in it, or this job will just suck. So I try to enjoy it when I can.
Michael, you said that you wanted to fight him. You knew you beat him 4 years ago. How much did visualization or your mental edge going into this fight, how much did it help you? You seem like you were extremely confident and having that knowledge 4 years ago that you thought you could beat him. How much did that help you?
It's a little bit of a double-edged sword. And in one aspect, it kind of prepares me, and in another way, it kind of puts more pressure on me. It's like I remember, I can't even remember the guy's name, but looking at someone on TV, for years and years, and then you finally fight them. You're kind of starstruck looking across the cage at this guy you've been watching for such a long time, who is, the best in the world. And in a way, it's a disadvantage and also an advantage. It's an advantage strategically if I can control the nerves. It makes the nerves a lot harder.
All right, thanks, guys.